Well, two people are dead after a shooting at a car wash in Forest Hill, just outside of Fort Worth. Now, this is a scene that is still very active at this point, as dozens have come to see it unfold. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joins me now with the latest on this. Alex.
Hi, Hannah. You know, we've been here all day long, and so far, Forest Hill police have yet to provide us with any additional information. According to MedStar, though, two people were killed in a shooting at this car wash behind me, and a family member tells me that it was a man and his 5-year-old daughter. Take a look. That same relative provided me with this picture of Chucky Smith and his young daughter. I'm told her birthday was just yesterday. The two were reportedly at this Slappy's Express car wash located off I-20 and Forest Hill Drive shortly before 11 a.m. when they were fatally shot. Family and friends were visibly distraught as they arrived at the scene, folks leaning on one another for support. I spoke to Smith's aunt, who is desperate for answers.
All we know is that he was tagged, he was doing the car, cleaning the car out, and somebody came through shooting and killed him and the baby. He was a good kid, y'all. He was. He didn't bother nobody. He didn't. Him and that baby.
Sky 4 captured part of the crime scene from up above. You can see a red Dodge Challenger with its doors open being processed by investigators. A neighbor told us that she heard between 15 to 20 gunshots. Fort Worth and Mansfield police officers are here assisting with crowd control. And at this point, again, we have limited information from Forest Hill Police. The police chief told us briefly by phone that this was still very much an active scene and that he would be putting out a press release later on. We're still waiting for that. So at this point, we don't know if they have any persons of interest, anybody in custody, or a motive for this deadly encounter. Hannah?
Looking for some more answers there. All right, Alex, appreciate your work there.
Police are still working leads and evidence after a father and his 5-year-old daughter were murdered in Forest Hill, just south of Fort Worth.
We know from surveillance images there were at least 2 attackers. Fox 4's Deon Anglin has the latest on the investigation tonight. Deon.
Hi there, Steve. A day following the shocking double murder of father and his daughter, the police investigation continues. And now city leaders, local community leaders are sounding off in outrage. And there is this. These are still images from surveillance video obtained by TMZ. There's a view of victim Ronnie Sibley in bright-colored clothing running across the parking lot of the car wash, and 2 men chasing him. Seconds later, cars speed away, and Sibley, a rap music artist who goes by Lil Ronnie, lay dead near his vehicle, gunned down. His 5-year-old little girl, R'mani Sibley, who was still inside that vehicle, also killed by gunfire. Our own Sky 4 video shows that crime scene on Monday with markers placed by a slew of shell casings from the gunfire. Today, elected officials from Forest Hill, Fort Worth, came together with faith leaders and advocates against gun violence to issue a message to the community.
We always talk about healing and doing and making a change and wanting to see a change when moments like these happen. Let's stop the knee-jerk reaction, and let's make sure we're working continually to make sure that a family don't have to deal with this type of tragedy.
Still, police said earlier they would give an update on the case. They later canceled that. And now the chief says that there could be more information to come tomorrow on Wednesday. Now, 5-year-old R'mani was a part of a local cheerleader group, Safari Sports. That group has issued a statement expressing they are devastated and praying for the family. The community support continues. An online fundraiser has donations thus far totaling more than $27,000.
A manhunt is underway for 2 capital murder suspects who killed a father and daughter in Forest Hill. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager. Police say 24-year-old Adonis Robinson and 21-year-old Jakobie Russell are responsible for shooting and killing a local rapper, Ronnie Sibley, and his 5-year-old daughter Monday at a car wash. Fox 4's Deon Anglin has the latest from police. Deon.
Hey there, Steve. The police chief here in Forest Hill says the search is on for the 2 men responsible for this double murder. The chief also called them cowards. 2 capital murder suspects are now identified and subjects of a manhunt.
They're scared, they're cowards, they're hiding.
They are 24-year-old Adonis Robinson and 21-year-old Jakobie Russell, both of Fort Worth. Investigators say the two are the gunmen captured by surveillance cameras at a car wash Monday during the ambush and double murder of music rap artist Ronnie Sibley and his 5-year-old daughter, R'mani.
We have public enemy number 1, Adonis Robinson, who is also a registered sex offender. Public enemy number 2, Jakobie Russell, who's on the run.
Public records show Robinson was arrested in 2019 and later convicted for the violent assault of a woman who was walking along a trail near Marine Creek Reservoir. Forest Hill police will not speculate on a motive in the double murders, nor will they say if or how the suspects and victims are connected, pointing out the Texas Rangers are the lead agency in the investigation.
Based on the music industry that he's a part of, it is all part of the investigation. And like I said earlier, we're on a fact-finding base. Everything that's being put out is being reviewed and analyzed by the Texas Rangers.
We know from surveillance images obtained by TMZ that Sibley was chased on foot through the car wash parking lot before he was shot. Police say it's unclear if Robinson and Russell could be hiding out in the Metroplex. However, they are the subject of a nationwide be on the lookout alert.
They are dangerous, they are armed, and we need you to please call 911 and let our police officers respond and take appropriate action.
Now, we asked the police chief if there was a vehicle description to go along with this search. The chief let us know that the vehicle used during the double murder is already recovered. He would not say where that vehicle was found.
The manhunt continues for the second of 2 suspects accused of murdering a father and his 5-year-old daughter at a car wash. One suspect in the Forest Hill shootings was arrested yesterday in Southeast Texas. Fox 4's Dion Anglin is following the developments in this case. Dion.
Hannah, not many details, but authorities do confirm the one arrest and say they are working many leads, hoping to apprehend the second suspect. Forest Hill double murder suspect Adonis Robinson is in custody with the Texas Rangers. Police revealing he was captured Thursday in Livingston, Texas, about 75 miles northeast of Houston. Details surrounding how 24-year-old Robinson was tracked down are still unclear. Fort Worth police have acknowledged we assisted on the arrest efforts. A second suspect, 21-year-old Jakobie Russell, is still on the run. Investigators identified Robinson and Russell Wednesday, saying both are responsible for the murders of Ronnie Sibley, whose rap music stage name is Lil Ronnie, and his 5-year-old daughter, R'mani. The ambush shooting that left behind dozens of shell casings played out Monday at a car wash in the 6500 block of Forest Hill Drive. Investigators say they recovered the vehicle the suspects used during the murders. They would not reveal where it was found. Following Robinson's capture, the Forest Hill Police Department noted, the arrest results from relentless investigation and coordination. The investigation remains ongoing as we work to bring the second suspect, Jakobie Russell, into custody. I reached out to a family spokesperson for a reaction, for their reaction to Thursday's arrest. The response, they are not yet ready to make any comment. That's the very latest live. Hannah, back to you.
Police confirmed that they have arrested the second suspect in this week's double murder in Forest Hill. 21-year-old Jakobie Russell is being held in the Tarrant County Jail without bond. He was booked for capital murder as well as previous charges late this afternoon. Police say Russell and 24-year-old Adonis Robinson killed 30-year-old Ronnie Sibley and his 5-year-old daughter, R'mani. Both were shot at a car wash on Monday. Robinson was captured yesterday in Livingston, Texas. That's northeast of Houston.